Yo, what's up guys? Late night crew, where we at? Where my late night people at? Ooh, we're red, we're looking red. Hey man, what's up guys? Gano. Man, could you shoot me a message on Discord, bro? I was trying to find you to get you in my VIP, man, because you've been modding for my servers. Or streams, I mean. I'm a little out of it today. It was one of those days, man, you know. But yeah, shoot me a message on Discord, guys. Gano. You've been a big help, man. Oh man, we got the sideways Bitcoin. I hope you guys like the late night stream, man. I've been loving it, dude. I've been having fun last couple days. Showing up late, fashionably late. Yeah. What's up, Willem? Yeah, good to see you guys in. Yeah, man, we've been sideways bearish. Look at this action. The anchors keeping us down. The DBSI keeping us down. I saved you guys from catching a knife. Just kidding. You guys are making your own trading decisions and stuff, but man, I'm proud to be able to come up here and like be able to say like, you know, it's not the time to long. We're in misalignment. The name of the stream is called Bitcoin's Trends Are in Misalignment. So we're going to talk about stacking time frames, layering the cards in your favor. So, you know, it's one thing to be right. It's one thing to make a call and to be right. I could say I think this is a bottom, but the odds are just different. The odds aren't stacked in my favor for that kind of idea. It certainly could be a bottom. But yeah, good to see you guys in here. Michael Johnson. Enjoying the late night streams, man. It's so good to have you guys in here with me. I love that you guys keep me busy no matter what day or what time I decide to stream. But yeah, go ahead and get locked in, get your drinks like usual, and we're gonna make it a fun one, guys. It's gonna be a good one. Yo. Sorry, I'm almost ready, guys. I'll be back in just a minute because my coffee's brewing. But man, it's good to have you guys in. Got the boys, got the late night crew. We're gonna be looking at what these Chinese are up to with these crypto faces, all these secret crypto face degen traders out here. What are they gonna do, man? Right now we're under the intraday, we're under the DBSI. We're cross-eyed, man. We're cross-eyed right now. Man, shit's brewing, man. Shit's brewing. Just give me a second here, man. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Boom, baby. I made an iced coffee. Look at this. I made a delicious iced coffee. It's gonna be another late night. I can't wait to wake up at noon tomorrow and do it all over again. What's up, everybody? It's me, FG. All right, so the title of the stream is called, I don't even remember what the title of the stream is called, but we're bearish and we're sideways. And man, when long? You guys are always so quick to ask, when long, you know? And I'm like, man, this downsloped intraday, downsloped DBSI. Man, we got the Q2 anchor bearing down overhead. This is not the kind of trend alignment. This is not the cards we like to see stacked to just be thinking, when long? Man, it's just not the environment for that. You want to see some price action trending over a green DBSI. We want to see the intraday acting bullish. So yeah, that's not the environment, and unfortunately, it hasn't even been the best environment for the shorters either. We're not getting the clean resistance tap of the quarterly anchor. We're not getting the run up to the red DBSI and then like a pullback from it, like clear bear div. So man, this sideways action has to be getting you guys chopped up, man. It's the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory up in here, man. Man, I know that there's definitely some confusion, right? Because look, the 1 hour DBSI is red, but then look at the 6 hour. Look at the 6 hour, it's green. Look at the 4 hour, we're right there on that shit. Did it turn red yet? Let me make it thick. Are we red yet? We are, dude. The 4 hour turned red. So this is creepy, man. This is a creepy point in the markets, dude. We're misaligned. I like to, when I think of planning a trade, I want my environment, my planning timeframes, and I want my execution timeframes to be in alignment. So, you know, even though I have not been leverage trading, that's my take right now. Is if I was leverage trading, I would not be leverage trading this kind of environment. Not gonna lie, my edge implies like things are stacked up on top of each other, like, and I'm glad, you know, if I was trading, I'm glad that I wouldn't be right now, if that makes sense, like, because it's been sideways and hella boring, man. You guys are lucky that I'm so good at yapping. You guys are super lucky that I went to yap school and learned how to yap for like 2 hours straight, because not much has happened in the last couple days, man. Yes, the Michael Parsons says the market sucks, dude. You're right, man. The charts are telling us this shit sucks. I went to Yap University, man. You guys are fortunate I went to Yap University, so I got something to talk about at all times. Yeah, you know, lately, man, let's check the anchors, bro. Let's check the FG anchors. Man, we're rejecting off that pink line, man. We're making almost looking like it's making a run back to the yellow anchor. The scalps have been weird, bro. The scalps have been weird. We don't get the tap on the yellow. We get an over extension above the pink. And it's like a soft rejection off the Q2 anchor. We don't get that hard rejection there. This sucks. This sucks, dude. DBSI's all over the place. I mean, the DBSI's, look at the bullish DBSI on the 12 hours way down here. But then you go down to the hourly and it's way up there. Yeah. Mixed signals, mixed signals. Alejandro Martinez, fluent in Japanese, dude. We were just talking about this, bro. Rendell, I have only been swing trading, which is not usually my style. Usually a scalper. Good, man. That's good that you know, play it both ways. It's good you're a swinger. Man, I don't like those labels, bro. I'd say this all the time. I don't like these labels. I don't like when people try to figure me out, man. I don't, because then the market figures you out. Cushmaster says, I've been making bank, bro. I put the charts down and just be thinking, what's the best way to F the common person? Just think the same way. It's been good. Yeah, man. You know, there are no common people, especially in the NickCipher community. We have only exceptional icons in their field. All I see in the chats are icons and role models in their community. What's up, Salim? Good to see you in, man. Good to see you in. Looking at these anchors here. From a VWAP FG anchor standpoint, we're just kind of pinging around, and actually we're in scout mode right now, you know, because we're in this gulag area. But it's counter trend action, it's counter trend stuff. Like on the hourly, like we got this red DBSI. It's hard not to play the bearish side of the waves when we're in, you know, we got the Q2 anchor bearing down, we got the red DBSI, and so it's like, you know, you're counter trend trading and you know the cards aren't stacked up. But if you were to trade in a direction, I guess it would have to be the bearish direction for now. You'd have to wait for red dots. You know what I'm saying? The red dots. Yes, you could smash the like, or you could do 20 push-ups, or you could do both. Those are your options. Whatever you can do. But man, I did not do my push-ups yet. I actually did 2 big meaty consultations, and then I ate a bunch of food and I went to sleep. I actually made a mistake today. Like I believe that if you sleep like in the middle of the day, it messes your ambition up. Like it messes your stuff up. Don't take midday naps. Wake up, like hit your checklist of things you got to do. even if you're getting tired, bang it out of the park, man. Like, you gotta just truck through that and go to bed early. Don't do what I did today, which is like do 2 calls, you know, eat a big sub sandwich and just go like, ugh, and just crawl into bed and fall asleep. I did that today, man, and it definitely messes things up, man. Man, those midday naps feel awesome though, man. Going to sleep in the middle of the day. But see, now here I am late at night, you know, drinking a coffee. Yeah, man, I ate, it was like a big sub sandwich with like a lot of bread. I feel like it just put me out, bro. I ate the whole thing. It was giant. It was gigantic. Rendell says, I've been doing over 100 push-ups a day for 18 months. Diet change to carnivore. Dude, I've been on that. I've been eating a lot of meat and protein. So yeah, today was a day where I definitely betrayed my, like, I feel like eating a big sub sandwich with all that bread, it like tires you out, bro. Something happened to me, man. I just like crawled into bed and just passed out today. But I also was yapping for like 5 hours straight with two of my gentlemen in the VIP. The VIP's been doing good. Got some profits in here. First, we got some members that are going to be posting some TA. If any of you guys in the VIP want to post some TA, like Nightshade, hit me up. But yeah, we got some profit logs. They are posting the profit logs. My VWAP traders, I'm really proud of them. Got some good testimonials here. The one-on-one session was worth it. FG knows what he's talking about. Is a great teacher. Pushes you to do better. It brings the community up as a whole. Has a great grasp of trading. Grounded and easy to talk to. So if you guys ever need someone to help you with your trading, I am here. Just click the link in the description and shoot me an email and do all that stuff. And if you guys don't have NickCipher, you can use code Titanic, and then go to NickCipher.com and get that. Make sure you get that. Let's see here. Yeah, so right now the market's been sideways, man. It sucks that you know, you want it to go down or go up, but it really is not doing anything. Get my chats. Where's my chat? There we go. Rendell says the sugar load from the bread causes peaks and valleys. That's what it was, man. I've also been eating kiwis. Got some kiwis from Costco. I've been slamming too many kiwis, eating too many mangoes. Yeah, dude, that's what it was. I ate way too much sugar today. That's what it was. If you eat a lot of sugar, it'll like crash you out. You know, I'm allergic to shrimp too, but I love shrimp, and so I'll eat like a bunch of shrimp, and I feel like that like has like lasting. I'll just eat the shrimp anyways, and I feel like for the next month I'm swollen. It's like a month of swelling if you eat something you're like mildly allergic to. So yeah, man, I went to Angry Crab Shack. I ate that spicy shrimp. And my tummy was itchy afterwards, man, but it was worth it, man, because I love my shrimp. So when I look at like the planning time frames, like the 4 and 6 hour, it seems like we're just not like we want to dump from the pink line, but it's only on this time frame that I see that. It's like these 4, 6, 8 hour. You see that these candles are closing under that pink line consistently. When I look at the daily close, we just got a daily close. The daily close also closed under the pink line, which is interesting, you know, and there is some juicy price levels down here, like back at the yellow line and a little below the yellow line, that we would want to see to fill this, especially on the futures chart. On the futures chart, there's that gap down below that we would love to fill. So it's like almost by the sideways tires out the bulls, and then the bears maybe are able to take this down lower here once people get bored and complacent. Not really sure, but the pink line so far is acting as, I guess, this soft level of resistance on the hourly. Like, we're definitely going above it, but then you get like the downward pressure of these other sentiments, the bearish attitude, getting some attitude on the higher execution time frames. Let's see how the 10-minute did. Ooh, all right, the 10-minute's been able to stay red. The 10-minute's been performing great. It's been actually acting as a steady guide for the bearish opportunities here. You see price comes up, waves come down, we're hitting off that EMA, sends us back down. You know, this is mean reversion style trading, like trading back to the VWAP, which is not the best for me, man, but that is how you slice and dice a sideways market. It's just by a lot of mean reversions and praying that you're not in a trending market. Yeah, but one sign of a sideways market is sideways VWAPs and sideways EMAs. The EMA is a little bit sloped down, but your VWAP's pretty sideways, especially the pink line. Like the macro VWAPs themselves are sideways right now. And when we go down into these lower DBSIs, look at the choppiness here. Look at the switching of the red to green, red to green, red to green. Not really what you want to see. It's that sideways chop kind of action there. Doesn't always happen on such, even on these small time frames. You get runs, you get big runs of red and green. So when you see this, oftentimes it can be an indication of you know, choppiness, and you may not want to trade that unless you're equipped to do so. Justin says long, short, or stay out. Seems like stay out is smart. Personally, man, I'd be staying out of these markets. I'd be staying out of this for Bitcoin here. The small time frames, like the 5-minute, you got a choppy DBSI with a sideways VWAP. The intraday today has been pretty sideways, not much going on. And we're not getting the clean interactions off of our, you know, we didn't get a clean short off this bearish anchor here for a short. You know, we didn't even get the clean long off the yellow anchor. Yeah, it's just a little too choppy and indecisive for me. I like for my the environment, the planning, and the execution timeframes to be in alignment to even think about a trade. And yet what we see is, you know, even though even on the daily itself, you see choppiness, you see a big bear dip playing out, but rising anchors and rising DBSI. So the choppiness is exemplified even on the macro time frame, just looking at one macro time frame. On the weekly, you got even though we are over the 60 line in runaway train, we are in descending momentum with a yellow oscillator that's clipped down. So even on these big time frames, they clue you in as to what's likely going down on like the smaller time frames. A little bit of indecision, a little bit of mixed signals. When you go into these planning time frames, you're kind of just left to wonder which of these DBSI EMAs is actually going to hold, which of these anchors is actually going to be the one to hold. You know, so it's the mixed signals are going on here too. But like these middle time frames are, you know, still bullish structure. You still see the rising DBSI line. It's not until you get to the execution time frames, like the 65 and below, where the DBSI starts to flip red, and you're actually in, if anything, a bearish environment. So yeah, what I just described is a lot of mixed signals. And yeah, knowing when not to trade is really important, because you can get demoralized and give a lot of the money that you made back to the market by continuing to bang your head against a wall in a market that's shifted. It's Q2. Things are different right now. These are uncharted waters, and it makes sense that we would get some indecisive days, especially because it's a new quarter and we had a bad start. Is it really gonna be that bad of a quarter? You know, so you get this drawdown off of the start of Q2. And there's some big ideas that this, like, let me go to the monthly. Let's see if it's this one or, here we go. So what I did on this one is I put anchors on each month. Or what is it? Or is this the quarterly one? Okay, this is the quarterly one. So if you look at Bitcoin from a quarterly standpoint, we just had a new anchor. So this new anchor that just formed up here, it's a baby, but it's going to be very important to us. It's going to be just as important as the year to date and Q4 of 2023. So there's an idea in the air that this is resistance. We may have to come down and test the previous quarter sentiment, sitting at about 58K. Little bit of a guilty until proven innocent kind of mindset on that. Like, that's what this idea represents, this anchor overhead. We really need to overcome this level here at 67, about 67,300. If we can get some candles over that, that would dispel this idea that we need to come down this hard right now. You know, we do have this upsloped DBSI. There's a lot of market structure, a lot of trends pushing us up. So we don't have to come all the way down here. If anything, this VWAP is repulsing us. The traders are swarming to defend that level, and it would take some harsh selling, perhaps the US dumping a bunch of Bitcoin or something, for us to secure a good buying opportunity like that in the market. It would be tough for people to pull off, but there's people with a lot of money out there. The news talking about choppy price action. That's good. People just talking about karate combat. All right. Yeah. Just some oatmeal news as people's dreams are washed away. That's cool. Crypto bubbles. I guess this OIN finance coin just, I guess this just popped off. I don't know what I'm looking at here. What the heck? Just oink, oink. It's like a piggy. What am I looking at on this? Look at this bubbles chart, guys. What is this? What the heck? Have you guys ever seen a bubble this big, guys? What is this? What is this shitcoin, guys? What is this? Has anyone heard of this project? What am I looking at right now? It's my entire screen. Oh, you guys didn't buy some of this? You guys didn't get in on this? Like, come on, bro. Everyone was talking about it. Dude, it's like limit breaking. It's like the platform is breaking because this thing is pumping so hard. Is there a chart for this? Oh my, oh my gosh. It's like some wrapped ETH. You gotta like do some wrapped ETH. Let's look at this pump here. Dang, man. That's crazy, dude. And look, it's still in the gulag. Look at the DBSIs. It's gonna dump from here. It's gonna do what it did before. Just dump down. Do I trade Forex and indices? Nah, man. Nah. But if you want some really good Forex NickCipher influencers, Peter, you have to check out TP Mint. You have to check these guys out. They're so underrated. I can't believe how underrated these guys are, because their strategies are like step by step. They call it mechanical strategies. But you go to TP Mint, and they're playing the game. Dr. Slater's over here putting her face and her reputation on the line. They put out regular stuff. Anytime you guys see a TP Mint short, make sure you give it a like, because they're underrated. Because they trade markets that they see success in, that they're able to generate their 1% each day. And so it's not as hype as Bitcoin and crypto. You know, they don't fit into our typical mold of an MC influencer, because a lot of our influencers are obsessed with Bitcoin. But man, Peter, if you are someone who's looking to get into Forex, you have to check these guys out, because they're the real deal, man. And they use NickCipher. And I also did a spotlight with them. If you check my channel, you can go to my channel and you can see that I actually interviewed these guys myself. I did the TP Mint team spotlight here. And it was just a really great... People had some nice things to say. Patrick said it was the best interview he ever listened to, because it's very relatable. So you might like that interview with them if you're looking to trade Forex, bro. Yeah. And I'm really grateful that I have a whole community of people using this indicator, where if someone says, man, are you into this, are you into that, like, maybe I'm not, maybe it's not my thing, but we got people doing that, you know? There's people doing everything in this NickCipher ecosystem. So for me to be able to appeal to authority or appeal to others, I love that, man. As a community, we cover a lot of ground. Crypto Harv, thanks for dropping in, man. You have a great night. Thank you, man. Let's see here. All right, so Bitcoin sideways gulag. So let's look at ETH BTC trending over its intraday VWAP. A little bit of trending going on. Nothing crazy yet, though, to suggest that ETH as a whole is going to trend on Bitcoin. I see on the 12-hour actually there is like some bullish divergence, but you guys see how this is in the gulag. So this would have to break like long-term bearish structure before I started thinking about swapping Bitcoin to ETH, or doing anything crazy like putting more ETH than Bitcoin in my portfolio. So I'm not considering anything like that quite yet. So let's look at that ETH chart too. So I believe this is quarterly. This is quarterly VWAPs. Looking at ETH from a quarterly standpoint, we got the Q1, Q4 of last year. Looking like it does need to, it could really use a tap down at 3K, given that we are underneath a new quarter's anchor. See the yellow oscillator on ETH on the daily looking to clip up. Could possibly be a leading indication of a cross above the zero line. We could very well overcome this Q2 anchor. We could very well prove that bearish idea wrong. There's another bearish idea playing out, though. It's this one from the all-time high. So there's multiple bearish sentiments that ETH has to chew through before it goes swing long bullish again. So that 3K level is a level to look out for. You know, in the Bitcoin and Ethereum swing long from up here at these levels failed. So if a big move like that fails, if a big home run pitch falls flat, price can often look for a level of support, a strong level of support that it can get a good bounce from for a second try. To me, from this quarterly standpoint, a tap of that quarterly sentiment would be a godsend. If we look at Solano, looking at Solano from, let's do a quarterly look at Solano here. So we go on the 3-month chart. and we click the anchor tool and we just put the last 3 anchors down and we zoom in and we take a peek. So you guys, as you guys know, Solano's been pumping super hard. So look how far away it's ran from its Q1 anchor. If Bitcoin ends up having a bearish move and tapping its year-to-date anchor, that could be bad for Solano, but also Solano is up in the clouds, so the odds of it coming down, I don't know, it doesn't seem very likely that we would have to come all the way down this hard, but if something really bad in the crypto space happened, like a gigantic Bitcoin dump or something, like, I guess this could come down really hard. It's a very huge gap between like the current quarter that we just entered and previous sentiment, but we did already get good structure form there. When I compare this to how Bitcoin rode on its anchor, see how Bitcoin never really got some good structure on its year to date. So Bitcoin, like, it would make sense if we had to come down to the year to date because we didn't get like the big support bounce, whereas Solano kind of did some work early, because Solano did the early work, the hard work, to prove that it can maintain this year-to-date sentiment. So maybe Solano stays up in the clouds and the party keeps going. Just something to look out for. There's some, I mean, macro support all the way down at like 130. That's what that's basically saying there from a quarterly standpoint. Let's see, looking at Pepe. Big bear div on the 12-hour playing out. Get some anchors going. We got some healthy support. A lot of volume came in for Pepe, pulling these anchors up, which is really good. So Pepe could find support about right here at 5135 if we did have to come down, and it would still be in a strong position there. Pepe's looking pretty strong still. One of these coins, I think it was WIF, was looking really sketchy. Like, you look at the daily and you see a clear bear div. You look at the weekly, or was it, maybe it was Bonk. Maybe it was Bonk. Was it Bonk? Ooh, yeah, it was Bonk. Bonk was the one with like the messed up looking weekly. Bonk looking concerning. See the price coming up and the oscillator not reciprocating, losing that runaway train status, banging its head on the 60 line. Bonking its head. It's called bonk because we bonk into resistance. This Floki coin, seeing a big red candle, scary red candle, weekly chart. Is it losing the 60 line? Ooh. If this weekly closes, that's definitely a bearish sign for Floki if we lose the runaway train status. Can we look at WIF on the daily? Yes, Tamara, let's look at WIF on the daily. First though, we're going to get our anchors going. We'll just do the last 2 months here. WIF on the daily is not giving us the runaway train. Definitely divergent. You see this clear bear div. If you wanted to, if you are someone who bought this coin early, this is a perfectly healthy time to take profits, because a bear div on the daily tends to play out. Doesn't have to. We could just simply flip up again and just go crazy again, but at the same time, like, you see a sign like this and man, if that's not a sign to take profits, I don't really know what is, you know, because the price is trending up, oscillators coming down. Yeah. It's hard to place anchors on this thing, like from its bottoms. Not many bottoms to place anchors at. When we go into the planning time frames, it's the quarter two anchors bearing down on it. It's not looking too hot currently on like the execution time frames, like on this 65 frame, like the DBSI flipped red. So yeah, you're forced to look at like waves above the zero line, and you're kind of forced to short this thing down until the price can overcome its Q2 fresh bearish sentiment. Hopefully that helps, Tamer. If we look at Litecoin, let's take a look at Litecoin here. Litecoin just snaking along, doing its thing. Just taking a look at the quarterly sentiments on all these coins right now. Again, we are under the Q2 anchor here. Our DBSI just flipped red on the 65. Definitely puts me in a cautious mode, you know, pretty much across the board on cryptos, unless you're in Oink, unless you're in this Oink. Damn, where did it go? They all just got liquidated. Yeah, you're kind of man, it's almost like you see the wildebeest run into the river, you see the crocs eating, you see all this good trading going on with these nice sloped DBSIs, and then you jump in the water trying to catch a wildebeest, and the charge, you know, gotta wait till the next wildebeest charge. If this is gonna stay red, we want to see some price action kind of confirming the red DBSI. There's likely a short here at this anchor up here. That's the kind of mode I'm in, is like looking for bearish setups until this sentiment gets broken. That's kind of where I'm at. And you know, the higher time frames are so bullish that like you may just not want to trade or reduce your risk in an environment like this where the trends are misaligned. Trends are in misalignment. New opportunities come every day. You see, like on Litecoin here on the 65, like you'll get periods where you got the green DBSI, you got the trending over the intraday, and you see that strength, and you take the long on any one of these candles and you see some follow through there. So trust that opportunities will come. If you want a long, like just wait for us to be trending on the intraday with a green DBSI underneath, and that's justification enough to take it. But obviously it becomes more favorable if we can break the April bearish sentiment that we've been slammed under for the last couple days. How's the volume, guys? This is a playlist that was recommended by one of my fans. One coin that we've been looking at was Verge. Verge had a really good end of April. Now it's dumping. Ooh, that's a big dump. 35%. This is like an old ancient dino shitcoin with good volatility that might be playing by the rules, so might be one to look at just from a trading standpoint. Almost looks like a bearish divergence here on like the 12-hour. We have a daily, like we had this fresh right in February, we had this fresh DBSI flipping green. And so Verge kind of entered this like uptrend. Now we're kind of cooling off, and yeah, but Verge might be one to look for like massive percent gain. Like if you catch a rip on Verge, it's like a 200% pump. Yeah, it's interesting when like we got the April 1st Q2 anchor formed, and Bitcoin had like a terrible couple days, whereas like this Verge coin like mega pumped, but now it's back under. If it can reclaim its April sentiment, the sentiment that it wanted to run for April, but now it's back under it. If we could get back over this, it could run again. Just saying. Let's look at the Litecoin daily, man. You want me to look at the Litecoin daily chart? Money flow picking up. DBSI is green. Anchors in ascent. A lot of room to come down. A big gap between the current anchor and our next big quarterly level of support, which is at like 82. That's a big swing. But yeah. Seeing a bear div here on the daily, you see price coming up, waves coming down. Let's look at this money flow trend. So it's that uptrend in the money flow has not broken yet. So the money flow is still looking strong, but if that uptrend in the daily money flow were to break, I guess you'd be looking for more follow through to the downside on this. And I'm not writing the bears out because we have the April sentiment that we got slammed under. So Q2 so far has been a little tough for Litecoin, but very quickly it could overcome this idea of mine, or this VWAP idea. If we can get back over the Q2 sentiment, then things could change, especially with the overall bullishness of the market. Yeah, it sucks. Like I gotta tell you guys about these mixed signals, but you know, I gotta come on every day and call it like it is. Got a lot of misaligned time frames in the crypto markets right now. It's, you know, when you look at Bitcoin, this is like a dreadful range, man. This is dreadful. We are not only are we not at the high, but we're not at the low. Look, we're damn near smack dab in the middle. Are you guys surprised that there's some indecision at this point in the markets? Like, we're kind of where we should be. This is where we belong. We've got prideful people above, fearful people below. We're actually a little bit comfy here, a little too comfortable for my taste. When it comes to forming a position, the best positions come from the extremes of the range, you know? So like the worst positions would be in the middle of the range. That's what makes trading a triangle consolidation so dangerous. You get stuck in that middle. You don't really know which way it's gonna break. Yeah, so I'm happy to come out and call it like it is. You know, we got this April bear sentiment bearing down on the crypto markets. What is this quarter gonna look like? Can we just start pumping already? It's almost like a big opportunities like cooking so that Q2 can be a good quarter. It's just like we have to deal with some drawdown first. We got to secure some good prices maybe. That would be nice. JE says, when Palu ID for your trades, bro. I got the Paloo ID, man. I look super handsome in it. And Bybit wasn't buying my shit, man. So I'm gonna keep trying with them. I'm gonna make a new account. I'm gonna keep trying, man. But I got a little discouraged because it got messed up, man. It got messed up. I don't know what's going on, but if it doesn't end up working out with them, then I'll try something else. Yeah, dude, I was really trying to avoid that exchange, but I guess now that they have KYC, I guess I could give them a shot, bro. I guess I could make my dark conversion to the MEXC. Was trying to avoid that exchange. I mean, if you guys are thinking about getting that ID, it takes like over a month to ship. So you might want to. It takes a long time, guys. I thought it was going to be faster for some reason, but yeah, that's kind of enough with that conversation, because I don't want a bunch of fat neckbeards to taint the rare endangered jellyfish of the small island nation of Paloo. So yeah, whatever you do, don't actually go there. It's a pain in the ass. You have to go out of your way to ruin their little ecosystem that they got. Why am I sketched about MEXC? Well, I guess that now that they're doing KYC, they're a little less sketchy now, right? They're a little, they actually are playing by the rules more. But yeah, I've been sketched out by the non-KYC exchanges. I feel like it's kind of like going to be like dominoes, where who knows what happens to them. Who knows, man. I've been actually very comfy. It's been a step-by-step process, like growing into the vision I see myself as, this whole NickCipher persona in the investing world. But I really do enjoy being a man for others in the space, preaching like living a healthy lifestyle, risk management, doing my technical analysis, being a teacher, handling the operations. This is a comfy spot that I'm at. I love just being an investor and someone who helps men and women, but like mostly it's like 90-something% men, like just rise and be better, you know. This is actually where I'm like most comfortable. But I came from a customer service background and a kinesiology background, so to be just offering good services to the community and then preaching health, and health equals wealth, I realized like, damn, like I'm so comfy here because these are my superpowers being applied to the trading world. So like I've proven myself as a leverage trader in the past, kind of like how CF had some apprehension about trading again. Like, I've had some apprehension about jumping into leverage trades. Me and CF both being in the game opens our whole family up to like issues, like think perhaps something bad happening. So like I don't even really want to trade on the same exchanges that he's trading on, if that makes sense, because if something happens to him, it likely happens to me. So yeah, I mean, I weigh those things, like because CF is so risk averse, like I feel like a duty in the family to take a longer path in this crazy world that we're in. That being said, I'm working towards it, man. I'm working towards. That explains my sketchiness, Willem. A lot of it has to do with where I'm at personally in my life. But also, there's nothing like that MEXC's done didn't they have some exchange issues like a couple of like weeks or months ago? Something happened, bro. But they had a little hiccup, but overall they've been okay. ETH says, what's the age difference? Me and CF are about 5 years apart. I'm the younger brother. But I am definitely more of like a sage, more of like a teacher, and more like, I guess, wise, whereas CF is more courageous, risk averse. He's more of like an outlaw. He controls his words even less than I do, which I struggle with that. But yeah, me and him are super different. We have different moms, same dad. We're just different, man. Yeah. It's crazy how different men can be. You could have like a 50-year-old town fool, like a total joker, total clown, and you could have like just a kid who's like super serious and like on his shit. You know, it's like every person's so different, man. I learned to appreciate like my brother's qualities, and like everyone has their own superpowers, their own approach to sales. Like if you think that like you're not a natural salesman or a natural trader or a natural anything that you're trying to be, definitely like peer into yourself a bit. What is your personality type? And if you can get a good idea of your personality type, you'll find what kind of marketing you should be, how you should be coming at sales or trading or whatever. It's not that it's like not for you, it's like you have to hit it from the right angles based on who you are as a person. You know, it would be nice if we could just get some additional follow through. Come down, either get a hard tap of the year to date or not. But a leg down would be welcome. You see this bullish flag pattern that's somewhat emerged here on Bitcoin. 4-hour planning time frame. You definitely see the money flow has died off here. Look at that money flow, just kind of dead. We've crossed below red again. Lacking a lot of structure in this like zone here. You know, we really just came straight up. On the 6-hour, our money flow is super thin, super thin. 8-hour, that money flow, this downtrend of the money flow is kind of like still in play on the 8-hour. That's a sharp decrease. RSIs haven't really bottomed out yet. There's also like the fact that like the all-time high, when you slap an anchor on that, this sentiment, the orange, we'll call it the orange line, it's overhead, and we've got not only the pressure from the all-time high, but also our recent high, which is also the Q2 sentiment. So yeah, I mean, we still got sellers from the all-time high. Those people are saying, see, we are bearish. Bitcoin is going down. They're rubbing it in your face because we slammed back down underneath that level. But there's a new bearish idea. There's this idea that Q2 needs to, something needs to happen. We need to correct so that Q2 can be good. I think maybe the prevailing idea is we got to correct a bit so that we can have a healthy Q2, a healthy rest of the year. Because there's been a consensus that daily Bitcoin's, is it the weekly candles? Or what is it, the monthly? The monthly candles, 7 green monthly candles in a row, It's just simply unhealthy. It's apparently never happened before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then you get red. You see that? Not that that pattern has to continue, but it's historically there. So it's generated this idea of, you know, let's see what can happen. Let's see if they're threatening, the US is threatening to dump Bitcoin and shit. Doesn't really change the trajectory of things, just kind of is some short-term FUD, you know? Nothing shaking the foundations of Bitcoin, that's for sure. Yeah. It's a pretty boring point in the markets, guys. I just came out to tell you guys that, like, we are choppy, we are indecisive, and the cards are not stacked in our favor. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow. We'll do a little follow-up, see if we can scope out any opportunity that comes our way. We'll do another follow-up on ETH and all the shit coins, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just gonna peace out here because I still got to do my push-ups, and still got to get some work done today because I slept middle of the day. Yeah, I gotta hit my checklist, man. Even when you have points like that where like you failed, it almost seems like I failed today. Like I slept almost all day. All I did was 2 phone calls and then I fell asleep. But I woke up and I was like, dude, this day's not over, man. I gotta do my stream. I gotta do my push-ups. There's promises that I've made to myself and to my community that I'm not going to just not keep. And so, yeah, whatever you guys got to do in your life, make sure you hit that checklist every day. Make sure you're doing what you got to do. And I will too. So peace out, guys.